The software also offers the unexploitable shoving tool. This tool works out an unexploitable shove or fold strategy. So this means that it will work out the optimal shoving range for a player under the assumption that the other player will react perfectly versus the shove. So here in this tree we have small blind who has a stack of 20 blinds and who raises pot. Big blind now decides that he either wants to shove or fold. However, small blind is an optimal player who will always find the perfect response to this shove. What would be the optimal range for big blind to shove with versus this player? The unexploitable shoving tool will work this out for you at the push of a button. To use the tool, all you need to do is set a checkpoint at the intended shove or fold decision. And then press the all-in button in the toolbar. And there it is. If big blind wants to shove or fold at this decision point versus a small blind who reacts perfectly, then the unexploitable shoving tool says that this is the best performing range. Now, the answer the software will arrive at will not necessarily be the optimal solution. It's just very close to it. However, it may be possible to improve on the solution by a very tiny amount, but never by much. If you want to know more about the algorithm behind this tool, or for example, if you want to know why sometimes a pushing range contains a -EV hand, then please watch the 3 in-depth videos on this subject. They are linked to in the software startup screen. After the flop, the unexploitable shoving tool works almost exactly the same as before the flop. Again, just set a checkpoint at the desired shove or fold decision and push the all-in button. There's 2 small differences with preflop though. First of all, when you mouse over either the shove or call condition, you will now also get a small additional pop-up. This pop-up contains a rough description of the hands that are in the range. This pop-up is provided to, hopefully, make it easier for you to interpret the shoving range. Another difference with preflop is how the conditions work. To demonstrate, let's have a look at the shove condition. The way that it's composed is that here under the hole card section, it simply lists all combos that are in the shoving range. Finally, the unexploitable shoving tool will only work for heads-up trees. Also, the board needs to be known at the intended shove or fold decision. If you try to use the tool in a tree with more than 2 players, or in this case, if the flop isn't known, then you'll get an error message telling you why the tool could not be used.